Good morning, everybody. We are in Terlingua, Texas. We arrived yesterday, right outside of Big Bend National Park. This morning, we're gonna head into the park, see what there is to see. We're hoping to check out the hot springs area and possibly do some backcountry driving on some gravel roads. A lot of the park is only accessible that way. So if you do come and you have access to four-wheel drive or high clearance vehicle, it's recommended. You get to see a lot more of the park that way anyway. So we're gonna go out there, see what there is to see, and we'll bring you along with. Beautiful, cool morning here in Big Bend. We're just getting in and the sun is low, so I thought I would get some photos. Really clear and beautiful out this morning. Headed back to the Hot Springs Historic Site, just a short distance off the main road along the east end of the park. We're at the Hot Springs Historic Site now, down here in the valley. We kind of noticed it's probably 6 or 7 degrees warmer down here than it was up at the Visitor Center. We'll go down there and check out the hot springs here in a minute. This is what would have been the post office and the store here in Hot Springs in the 1920s, mid-20s, up until apparently sometime in the 40s. Apparently they even had a motor court here in the 1930s and 40s. Hot springs where you can soak right along the Rio Grande. The bathhouse is long gone that used to cover it, but all that's left is a foundation, but it's still apparently really warm. Feels good. Okay, we are leaving the Hot Springs Historic District and get back on the pavement and go down a little ways, and there's the Tanaha Trail that we're going to take. That'll be our next little side adventure. We're on Old Ore Road, and it's about 5 miles into the trailhead where we're going to take a little hike. It's four-wheel drive is required back down this road. It's not terrible, but I wouldn't suggest it unless you have four-wheel drive because it is pretty rough. Well, we hiked back probably 3/4 of a mile maybe on the Tanaha Trail. There you saw a couple pools of water. Apparently that is what they call a Tanaha. Anyway, full of boulders, a lot of nice rock climbing. If you're into that, this would definitely be the trail. We're going to turn back because we have a lot of stuff to do today, and we're not so much into rock climbing. But anyway, it is definitely a cool place to visit if you have a chance. East River Road now. It's about 9 miles to the first tee down here, all gravel. Four-wheel drive, but it's not nearly as bad as the other one was. Those mountains over there are actually in Mexico. The river is between us and over there. You can see way in the distance a little community in Mexico. I think it was San Vincent or something like that it was called. I'm sorry for the wind. It's just it's the theme of this whole trip. It's really been windy, but it's pretty up here anyway. It's a lot clearer today than it was yesterday. Okay, we drove on the East River Road. It's close to 20 miles back here to the Mariscal Mine. They mined quicksilver or mercury here back over 100 years ago. There's a few of these concrete structures left here still, and the mine, which we'll go up to next. about 45 miles in on our 50-mile jaunt across this Jeep trail. And somebody has cows out here. I don't know if that's on purpose or not. So we have about 5 more miles to go, hopefully, and we'll be back on the pavement. We're at Sotol Vista. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it, but we're way up here in the mountains now. It's quite a bit chillier up here, but you have a pull off here with a almost 360-degree view